Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Frank Quiniguez. I am the ambassador of reading, and I want to start off by saying thank you for being part of our channel. A lot of you are sharing the channel, so the channel keeps on growing. I think we're the only channel that does both English and Spanish on the same topic. There are other channels that do English and Spanish on different topics. I think we are the only one, so thank you for choosing us and being part of our channel. Okay. So there were a lot of questions on how to pay your mortgage in 10 years or less. So this is part 2 of that, and I'm going to explain it. And even though I understand that when we got together as a team, we said we needed to do it in different parts so that, because we had thousands and thousands of questions, and a lot of them were repetitive questions. So what we decided to do is do one item at a time and explain it as best as possible. Still, if there are any more questions, please write them on the comments. If you don't write a comment, if you don't send us the questions, we don't know how to modify and make this channel better or how to make the topic better. So today's topic, even though it's how to pay off your mortgage in 10 years or less, we're gonna focus on HELOC. And so I'm gonna be talking about HELOC on the last one. If you have not seen our first video, go and check it out. This will be the same title, How to Pay Your Mortgage in 10 Years or Less, Part 2. And on the first video, I talked about HELOC, PMI, and no savings. And I also said that HELOCs was the secret of the rich and or discipline. You don't have to be rich to have a HELOC. I do highly recommend, it's very important that you are disciplined if you're gonna get a HELOC. If not, you're gonna get in trouble. Don't even think about it. So ask yourself, are you disciplined? Because if you are, congratulations. This is a wonderful, powerful tool that many rich people use. On my first video, I said no savings, and now people are calling me personal friends. They're texting me or they're sending me messages. They're saying, Frank, you said no savings. So look at the situation. I understand, and I'm still with it. No big savings in your account if you want to pay off your mortgage. And why do I say no big savings? I did say on the first video, if you need to have peace of mind, have $1,000 on your savings. However, notice where you focus. If you want to just focus on me saying no savings, then you're missing the point, because I said no savings if you have a HELOC or have a credit card. And I told you on my first video that my credit card that I personally have for my use, it's $15,000. So $15,000 is going to take me a long way. Not many people have more than $5,000 in their savings. Imagine 15 that I can use for the moment, for the situation. Now, also, the credit card is good, have it. And for all of you that listen to me, I had some people text me and call me and said, thank you, Frank, for telling us on how to pay off your mortgage on 10 years or less. And thank you for letting us know about the HELOC. I did follow up on that. And we do have a HELOC, and it's very relieving. We have peace of mind because we know we have the money accessible, even though we didn't have savings, like you said. So HELOC, home equity line of credit. And I told you, credit card, $1,000 for the peace of mind. And let me get to what the HELOC is, because a lot of people don't understand what a HELOC is. I'm going to tell you how to use it right now or whenever. You could always use it. And remember, because HELOC is only meant for emergencies only. Once you use it, pay it back. Like in this situation, you're having maybe some of you are getting laid off because you work at in the restaurant business, or you work in the food industry, so you don't have any work. So what you need to do, and it's very important that you do it, is first you're going to calculate your mortgage. Put it here, find out what it is, and then card payment if you have a card payment. And then if you have a credit card payment, there it is, there's a T, credit card payment, utilities. What else? Let me see. Mortgage, car payment, credit card payments, and utilities. Okay, so utilities. So once you have utilities, once you have your mortgage, car payment, if you have a car payment, credit card payment, and utilities, you add them all up. And what you get here is what you need to pay per month. Now, look, a lot of people don't have a $5,000 savings. If you have a credit card that's clean like mine for $15,000, let's say yours is for $10,000 or $20,000, but let's say someone has it at $3,000. That's okay. You have $3,000 ready to go. And let's say your HELOC, for all of you that did listen to me and went out and got a HELOC and you have $20,000, look at the number here divided by the amount of money that you have on the HELOC. And those are the months that you can go on, including, yes, can you pay your mortgage with a HELOC? Yes. And in case of an emergency, definitely. You know, because I told you in the first video that the HELOC should be used for the what ifs. What if I crash my car? What if I get a flat tire? What if somebody breaks my window? What if something happens? Then you go to your HELOC because it's not part of what you usually pay per month. Once that is over, then you grab your money, leftover money, and you pay off your HELOC. And they're like little soldiers, yes sir, ready to serve you. But if you're going to use it unwisely, if you're just going to use it to knock down your house and remodel it, if you're going to go and buy a new car or you're going to overspend at the mall, don't get a HELOC. That's why I say you have to be disciplined. And this tool is used to pay off your house, because when you have a savings more than $1,000, man, you're taking money from yourself, because the bank will pay you less than 1% while they charge you anywhere between 10% up to 24% on a credit card. Imagine, that's like a slap on the face. And also on the mortgage, is they say 4%, but it's compounded. It's interest plus interest plus interest. It's not 4%, it's 4% annually, and then they divide it. It's a big interest. It's not just 4%. If it was only 4%, it wouldn't take you 30 years to pay it off. So the HELOC should only be used for emergencies. Right now, we're having an emergency, or we're having a small crisis. Yeah, but all those people that went out and listened to me about the HELOC, no savings, having a clear credit card, guess what? They're doing pretty good. I even got thank yous on my texts, on my comments. Thank you, Frank, for letting me know. The people that didn't do it are, oh my God, I should have done it. Guess what? You can probably still do it. Go out, just relax, ask for a HELOC. And what is a HELOC? HELOC, I'm going to explain it because I did explain it on the Spanish video. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to erase this. Remember, add all your payments per month, that number divided by the HELOC, and those are all the months that you can go forward without having much worry. What happens if you worry too much? Know that my channel is a family channel. It talks about the person that watches the channel. However, it also usually talks about the family. If you're the father or the mother, or you're the couple that's handling 2-3 kids and you go into panic mode, guess what? They're going to go into panic mode, and they're going to be growing up holding on to their money, holding on to stuff that they don't need, because they're going to remember this moment where they were in need. You can go through this crisis. Chances are you can go through this crisis without having to go through that. How are we doing, Mom? How are we doing that? We're doing great. Everything's good. Why? Because you prepared with a HELOC. You prepared with a credit card. Okay, so HELOC, it's home equity line of credit. They give you money according to the value of your house. And let me show you an example. Let's say you bought your house at $140,000, and you've paid down $30,000. So you subtract it, and now you're going to have $110,000. That's your debt. That's what you have. So your home equity line of credit, the credit that you have on this house, you think it's going to be $30,000. However, real estate has gone up, and let's say your house is now worth $200,000. So now you have credit from here to here, which is $60,000. Plus the $30,000, you have $90,000 available. Now, people are going to say, wow, I get $90,000. No, because they only give you 80% of the value of the home. So when they ask you how much is your house worth, you're not going to go tell them it's $140,000. That was your initial mortgage, what you bought it for. However, it has gone up, and now it's worth 200,000. So you multiply it. 2 times 8 is 16. So now you have 160,000 that they can lend you. If you multiply it, 80% of 200 is going to be 180,000. They're not going to lend you 160,000 because they got to subtract your debt. And your debt is 110. So you're going to end up with 50,000. Hey, 50,000 for a HELOC is phenomenal. So if you have 50,000, now remember the number that I told you to add up at the bottom? I did it with a 20,000, divided into 20,000. Here, you're not going to divide it into 20,000 because your home equity line of credit is going to be 50,000. So I'm going to go and review everything again. I'll review the home equity line and how you get and how is it that you get it. You only get 80% of the value of the house. And remember, the value of the house is not the 140,000 that you bought it for. It's what the house is worth at the moment right now. So usually most of the states have gone up. If your house has gone up to 200,000, then now you have 60,000 in your favor plus whatever you paid down, and you get that number. However, they don't give you that. They give you 80%. I already showed you how to do it. Your banker or your realtor can tell you how much you're going to be able to get. And don't lowball your house. If you think it's 200, add another 20, add another 40. Let them do their homework. Many times they don't want to do their homework and they go, yeah, it's worth 240. You just scored in another 40,000. Not 100%, but remember the formula. It's 80% of whatever your home equity line is. So how to pay off your mortgage, we're going to sum it up, how to pay off your mortgage in 10 years or less. And on my first video, I explained it. I talked about the HELOC, the PMI, and no savings. And I told you that the HELOC is the secret of the rich and or discipline. You have to be disciplined, my friend. If you're not disciplined, don't even think about it. You're going to get yourself in trouble. I have seen people get in trouble. It's not that they got a HELOC that got them in trouble. It's that they were not disciplined. They went out and did things they were not supposed to do. The HELOC are soldiers there to serve you whenever you have an emergency, and then you put it all back. I told you I only have one credit card. I explained it on my first video. I suggest you only get one credit card. That way you're not going to be all over the place thinking about the different payments. You have one payment and one payment only. You get rid of it. I told you no savings. I said no more than $1,000 for the peace of mind. Many people do need to have some savings. And I said, if you must, no more than $1,000. Why? Because you have the credit card to back you up. And the HELOC, if you listen to me. If you're not going to have a HELOC and you're not going to have a credit card, by all means, do have savings for 3 or 4 months at any given time. But if you're going to have a HELOC and you're going to have a clear credit card, really, you don't need any savings. Why would you do a double whammy when it's going to cost you a lot of money just to have that savings? It's a big takeaway from you. So there you have it. And remember, the number down here was an addition of your mortgage, your car payment, your credit card payment, and utilities. Get that number and you'll know how far you can go in case of an emergency with your HELOC and with a credit card. Very well. We're going to leave it at that. Continue to share the channel if you like it. I know that at the beginning of this month, the guy that looks over the whole deal, which is Felix, he told me, I want you to go out and check out other channels. And you know what I found out? There's a lot of people that they're funny videos, and they have by the millions of views. And there's also videos that talk about panic and fear, and they have by the millions of views. And guess what? We don't have by the millions yet, but I think we're on the right path because of people like you that are looking for information that's valuable to themselves and the family. So we thank you. And I think we're going to move forward with this. We're going to have to do another video on the PMI and how you get rid of it and put money in your pocket and let it work for you. So we're going to do a part 3, maybe no more than part 4 on this video. We'll also talk about how to make money on purchasing a home, which I think that's fabulous. We're working on already. So share the channel and stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Quiniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Congratulations and thank you for watching until the end. If you like the information, there are more videos that you can watch. Also, if you're not part of this community yet where you're subscribed, you can subscribe down here. Also make your comments. I love reading comments, and share because that's what makes the channel grow. Thank you and welcome to the channel.